On my kitchen refrigerator, there is a piece of paper. It's 2 lines. It says, be productive. Get your business taken care of. Begin with the end in mind. It's been there for probably 24, 25 years. So I consider that with everything that I do. When I began this project, I wanted to begin with the end in mind. I wanted to have an idea of exactly what I wanted to communicate to you. My name is Jonathan Maxwell. I go by JP. It's what my grandfather called me when I was growing up. And I want to communicate in a short amount of time who I am. And so I had to decide, do I want to tell you details about my life, details about things that I enjoy, or do I want to try to give you some semblance of who I am as a person? So I could have showed you my baseball glove from high school and college, some sunglasses because I'm always shining. I could have brought out shotgun shells because I love hunting, or my business cards that say JP Maxwell, President of Bear Bayou Livestock Company. Maybe flyers from church or a cross because of my faith. But although those things are important details about my life, I don't feel like they actually describe who I am. What does, my first item, is a dog collar. Unfortunately, my dog would not cooperate and get in the box, so I had to bring this collar with me. But it's not just because I like my dog or because my dog is my best friend, but it's what my dog did for me. When I got him, I was transitioning into a different career. I was living by myself. And one of the main components of the human condition is companionship. It's a drive that each of us find in ourselves to seek out other people, to seek out a companion or a friend or a relationship. And sometimes, in an effort to find that other person, we forgo our focus on our careers or on our goals or on what we're supposed to be doing. And because around that time I did get my dog, I had a companion, I had a best friend, I had somebody that was sharing my life with me. And I was able to maintain my focus on all the things that I wanted to get done. I didn't allow myself to get distracted or deterred pursuing relationships that could have been toxic or negative for what I wanted to have done. This hat, as luxurious as it may be, I bought at a livestock auction. It was one of the first livestock auctions I ever went to. You can see now it's faded, it's raggedy. When I got it, it was the nicest red, white, and blue hat I'd ever seen. And I loved it because I love red, white, and blue. It's the best color combination in the world. But this hat represents the thousands and thousands of hours that I've worked in it. It's raggedy, it's sweat-soaked, it's faded, and that I've worked in manholes 15 feet under the ground. I've repaired lines, telephone lines 20 feet in the air after tornadoes and hurricanes. I've worked for minimum wage, and I've ran a company. But this hat represents the hard work that it takes to achieve your goals. That things in life that are easy aren't worth having. My grandmother told me a story that I'll always remember about when she was in nursing school some 60, 65 years ago. And she was working as a meat packer. And she told me that even though she was just packing meat, she was going to be the very best meat packer she could be. And that's one thing that's always stuck with me, just like that note on her refrigerator. Be the best you can be. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And I've always tried to do that, whether I was just starting out a career, whether it was playing baseball, whether it was in school. I've always tried to be the best that I could be. And being the best requires endless hours of commitment and hard work. And that's what this hat represents. This record is more than just music. Now, music is a great pastime. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing. But what this record represents is being able to relax. And on top of relax, find contentment in simple things. Now, nowadays, there's 1,000 different electronic devices that you can listen to music on. And I couldn't tell you that that music sounds any better, works any better than a simple record. In life, we get very distracted by the new things. Got to have the newer car, the newer phone, got to have a bigger TV, a fancier house. It's always something else that you need, something else you need. Instead of appreciating the things that you already have, the things that already work in your life. Like this record, which still plays the same music that it played when it came out 25 years ago. Still sounds just as crisp, still works just as well. And I appreciate it. Because sometimes you don't need all of the extra. All you need is something that works and something to help you relax. And lastly, I kind of snuck an extra one in. The back of this card is blank. Just like how I like to start my morning. Every morning is a blank slate. You can choose to do with what you want. You can leave the day behind in the past. It's a new day that you can add information. You can add skills, add abilities, change how you want to do. You can choose to grow. You can choose to be better because it's a brand new day that you were given. And this box, which is empty. Because in this box are the number of acceptable excuses for not being successful. It doesn't matter what you have to overcome or what you've been through. As long as you try, as long as you work hard, you can get everything that you want. I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you.
You're welcome.